Vain traditions, scriptural festivals. The author of this book uses the names Yahweh and Yahushua. So sometimes I'm going to be using his names. Right now I'm using Yahuwah and Yahusha. So, Yahweh or your way. While Christianity is celebrating holy days of pagan origin, which are nowhere found in Scripture, when we do examine the word, we find numerous references in both covenants to festivals given by Yahuwah as a command that have been celebrated by true believers for more than 3,000 years. They are taught and observed in both covenants, kept by the ancient patriarchs, as well as by the apostles and Yahuwah, Yahusha, the Messiah himself, yet remain a near total mystery to the world. How can this be? Throughout history, mankind has displayed a rebellious attitude toward anything Yahuwah tells us to do. Throughout Scripture, we read of Yisrael constantly being swayed by the nations around them and copying their traditions, despite being warned not to do so many times. See Leviticus 18:3, Deuteronomy 12:30, Jeremiah 10:2, 2 Kings 17:15. Nowhere in the list of days to keep found in Leviticus 23, Exodus 12, Deuteronomy 16, and elsewhere do we see any of today's popular holidays or holy days. We would rather make our own rules for life and worship, unbound by scriptural do's and don'ts. On top of this, we now have a society with hundreds of years of tradition that everyone assumes is commonplace. No one ever asks, do you keep Christmas? They just assume you do, as most everyone else. And to go against this tradition is already a huge obstacle for most believers. In the case of Christmas, Xmas, for example, those who refuse to buy into the story and the tradition are labeled as a Scrooge, thanks to popular media or fun spoilers. The key to true worship is honoring Yahuwah according to his commands, worshiping in truth as well as in Ruach. John 4:23. But the hour is coming, and now is, when the true worshipper shall worship the Father in Ruach, spirit, and truth. For the Father also seeks such to worship him. We are presented the same decision as ancient Yisrael. Keep Yahuwah's days as commanded, or ignore them and follow the inventions and conventions of man. Today's religious leaders completely disregard the fact that Yahusha, the Messiah, his apostles, and all the believers in the new covenant observe the very days found in Leviticus 23. And they will keep them again in the new Shamayim, or heavens, and Eretz, or earth, as in prophecy. Zechariah 14:16-19. The fact begs another question. If the scriptural days were kept by the early believers and will be kept in the new Shamayim, or heavens, and Eretz, earth, why shouldn't they be observed now? Yahusha kept the festivals, and Scripture commands us to walk as he walked. 1 John 3:6. And that he left us an example to follow. 1 Peter 2:21. Shouldn't we be following it? It is appalling that those who seek the truth cannot get the truth from religious leaders who are supposed to be guiding them into it. Instead, they are left feeling rebuked whenever they inquire about why the church circus ignores the Kodesh days commanded in Scripture. Ezekiel prophesied this very thing. Ezekiel 22:26. Her Konahim have done violence to my Torah, and they profane my Kodesh matters. They have not distinguished between the Kodesh and profane, nor have they made known the difference between the unclean and the clean. And they have hidden their eyes from my Shabbaoth, and I am profaned in their midst. If one seriously studies the scriptures with an open mind, it will be quite clear that mainstream Christianity is ignoring some of the most important truths of Scripture, Yahuwah's laws, while preaching how unnecessary Yahuwah's scriptural festivals are. The Christian circus church venerates and celebrates with zealous enthusiasm the popular pagan holidays that are completely missing from the word. So what will it be? Holly days or Kodesh days? Do you love tradition more than the truth? Is your desire to please people, or is it to please Yahuwah? It's your choice. And so are the consequences of what you choose.